Sup people, Interior, Quaggan Op here, just coming at you with another video on the Living World series playthrough. This is the final part of the first section of Living World episodes, so this is the end of the Gates of Maguma. Just to give you a nice recap of what's happened so far in the Gates of Maguma, it all started off with us getting a letter from E, that we still don't know who the mysterious E is, but telling us that for us to meet Marjorie and Kesmian and the rest of the gang out at a Seraph outpost in Brisbane Wildlass called Tangleroot. We end up meeting Belinda Delacroix, the sister of Marjorie there, and they were trying to cut through a passageway full of vines. At that time they're attacked by the Inquest, and you defend the Seraph there and finally clear the passage through, and you end up parting ways with Belinda. She goes to Fort Salma, and we make our way through to the area behind the thick roots. That being Dry Top, a new map. This is the area where the Zephyrite ship have crashed. So using a whole heap of the Zephyrite crystals, we have to jump around this whole new map again. So it is quite a three-dimensional map. But I can see that GuildWars is really going down those lines these days. And we get to examine and go through the crash wreckage with Kesmi and Marjorie. After doing that, we find out the one Silvari by the name of Erin is behind the crash, and that the order of the Master of Peace, the leader of the Zephyrites, is in danger. So from there we find a little passageway, and Timmy's Golem opens it up, and we end up in a nice three-part battle with Erin. After we defeat him, we come face to face with the Master of Peace, and he says his thank yous, drops a few hints, and then leaves off on some important mission that we don't really know. So he ends up going deeper into the jungle, and pretty much cuts it off there. We examine Erin's body, and it leads us to there's going to be some information in Prosperity, the small town in Dry Top, about him. So we head off there, but instead of finding information about Erin, the NPCs end up talking about a female Silvari with red ponytails. So we can all guess who that may be, and a nice link there back to Living Stories Season 1. So that's pretty much where we're at right now as we enter into the instance, and hope you guys all enjoy it, and I'll catch up with you near the end of the video. Catch you later, guys.
Hi there.
Hi. Stay by me, Timmy.
All clear.
Can you tell? Is it really Charlotte's room? What? Scruffy, come! Stay on guard. Come on, Bram, get in here.
Looks like the villagers were right. Scarlet was here.
The dust in here is thick, and these plants are all but dead. She definitely hasn't been here in a long time. Look, look, look! This is a historical find!
Careful now. You'll pop a gasket.
She hasn't been here in a very long time. This, oh, and that great Glarg!
Language.
Sorry, I didn't know you spoke Etten.
What is this
What do you say we
place?
break open some of these crates? One good whack with my mace and...
No, no, no! Be careful. You could destroy something extremely valuable.
We should probably report this find to somebody. Ellen Keel, perhaps?
No, no, are you crazy? You can't tell anybody. They'd come and take it all away. I need time.
What do you need time for? You don't need to be digging in this old junk.
It is not junk.
Scarlet's dead. Let's let sleeping dragons lie.
I found something interesting over here. Come and see.
At least now we know where she got the inspiration for that weird hairdo.
She must have been young when she was here. It looks like she was still a student.
I will have a more distinct conclusion later, but my preliminary assessment is that, yes, we're seeing remnants of her early years.
Look at this. How long ago would you say Scarlet was here? It looks like she was already studying ley lines.
Not surprising. She was well ahead of her peers. We Asura have been studying them for decades.
But you didn't know much about them.
They are elusive.
Is this what I think it is? It looks like ley lines. What do you think?
Do you think she was evil back then?
She was misunderstood.
She had to have always been evil. You don't suddenly turn evil overnight.
What about the branded? They did. They got corrupted.
Good point.
Hey, watch it with that tail. Oh, it's a steam minotaur!
Ow! Do you mind?
Inside voice, please, Timey.
Timey, you sound like a harpy.
Yeah, but did you see?
I see.
You're not even looking!
No one's ever going to be able to decipher Scarlet's chicken scratchings. What is all this assur and googly mook anyway? These symbols and things make me nervous.
Those are alchemagical symbols. I'm not exactly sure what they mean either, but I'll figure it out with time.
I think it's time to go. We've got more important things to do.
You do, maybe, but I don't. This is the biggest day of my life. Look at all this Scarlet paraphernalia.
I agree with Bram.
You would. Look, you guys can go, but I'm not leaving. I need to document all this. I can use this to write the thesis that will make me famous.
I don't know.
She'll be okay. She's in a village. She's got a golem.
I guess it'll be okay. We'll be back for you later, Squeak. If you run into any trouble, find a Zephyrite. They can be trusted.
I will. Now stop worrying and let me get to work.
Let's get out of here, Bram. Between the dust and the weirdness, I'm done.
You be careful, kid. We'll be back later.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Tiny, stay out of trouble. We'll be back soon.
Scruffy! Oh! Look!
Well, there we go. That was pretty cool. Finding Scarlet's little apartment there in Prosperity, linking the whole story back to season 1. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. I like the little lore and interwoven stories. It kind of gets me excited in the game. I know a lot of people didn't like Scarlet from the first series. I was one of the people that couldn't stand her at first, and as the story progressed and I started paying a bit more attention to it, I really started getting into the Living Story season 1. But just recapping the start here, so the Gates of Megumo season 2, that final section there. After speaking to all the NPCs around Prosperity, the town in Drytop, it led us to a small apartment or a little room in Prosperity that we proceeded to break into, and found out that it was the previous home of Scarlet, the pretty much the main baddie, or the nemesis in Living Story Season 1. So it seemed to be quite an old apartment that she hadn't been there in many years, so it was before she'd really turned crazy and got hell-bent on taking over Tyria. So what we find in there is some diaries, a few pictures on the wall, a steam minotaur, a book by Ogden Stonehill that was really cool, because Ogden himself isn't really featured much in Guild Wars 2. He was quite a large part in Guild Wars 1 in Ivor North. You see him in Ara, I think it's in one of the paths there for Ara. And that's basically it. You can see he's got a little dwelling underneath the Derman Priory, as he's a member of the Derman Priory, but that's it. So hopefully we get to see a bit more with Ogden Stonehill, because there has this book written by him about the dragons being part of nature in Tyria. So that's really cool. From there, it points us to go find Tosca, a miner, and ask them about what Scarlet found. So supposedly Scarlet had found a ley line node and has collapsed the tunnel, but she may have created a new tunnel of her own. So I guess we'll have to wait and see in the next installment, Entanglement. Until then, guys, I hope you're enjoying the series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I always enjoy reading the comments down below, so please feel free to leave your comments. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll wrap it up now. I can't wait to bring the next part to you, so I'll probably do that in the next day or two. Until then, I hope to see you all in and around Tyria. Bye.